Good morning, students of class 3. Students, I'm sure you all must be watching the videos on YouTube, completing your work from Snap Homework and WhatsApp group. Students, please complete your work and learn the lessons regularly. Read the lessons and learn the lessons. Students, eat well, play well, and sleep well. But stay in your home so that you are safe and healthy. Students, today I'll be continuing with Unit 5, the sentence. So those of you who are having English grammar books, please take out your English grammar books and turn page number 21. Turn to page number 21 of your English grammar book. Students, today we'll be continuing with Unit 5, the sentence. First, we'll revise what a sentence is. A group of words arranged in a proper order and which makes sense is a sentence. A sentence always starts with a capital letter and ends with a full stop. In our last class, we had discussed about statement and interrogative sentence. Students, statement is a simple sentence which begins with a capital letter and ends with a full stop. Statement is a simple sentence. It begins with a capital letter and ends with a full stop. Whereas interrogative sentence are all the questions. They also begin with a capital letter but they end with a question mark. All the questions are interrogative sentence. All the questions are interrogative questions. And when a sentence asks questions, that is an interrogative sentence. They begin with a capital letter and end with a question mark. Students, we have already done exercise 1 and 2. Now students, today we will be doing exercise 3 given on page number 22. And exercise 3 is rearrange the words to make statements. Start with the underlined words. Words have been given but not in proper order. Now we need to arrange the words in proper order. But as I have explained earlier that a sentence always begins with a capital letter. And in the words given, you can see one word is underlined. Can you see one word is underlined? Can you see this I is underlined over here? So that means we need to start the sentence with the underlined word. And always remember that a sentence begins with a capital letter. Students, now tip of the day is also given. We place helping verbs and verbs after the subject and end of a statement with a full stop. Now you need to remember subject, that is the doer, the person who is doing. We will place the helping verb and verb after the subject, and we will always end a statement with a full stop. A statement always ends in full stop, whereas a question always ends in question mark. You need to keep this in mind. We have learned two types of sentences in this unit. One is statement, that means a simple sentence, and the other one is interrogative sentence, that means all the sentences which ask question. So the interrogative sentence, the questions end with a question mark, whereas the statements end in a full stop. But then you need to keep in mind that when you'll be arranging the words in correct order, the verb and helping verb, they always come after the subject. Subject is the doer who is doing the action, and always remember that sentence end in a full stop. Statements end in a full stop, whereas an interrogative sentence ends in a question mark. So students, we'll start with the exercise. Now we'll be rearranging the words in correct order as they convey a sense. Now, am I punctual? This is not arranged properly. And as said in the question, that we need to start with the word which is underlined. So, students, in the first one, I is underlined. So, we'll be starting with I. And I is always written capital, whether it comes at the beginning of the sentence or somewhere in the mid. So, you need to remember that I is never written with small letters. Please keep this in mind. बेटा आई जब हम अकेला लिखते हैं वो कभी भी स्मॉल लेटर्स में नहीं लिखा जाता. इट इज ऑलवेज रिटन इन कैपिटल लेटर्स. I is always capital. You need to remember this. कभी भी I वो सेंटेंस के बिगनिंग में आए, सेंटर में आए, कभी कहीं भी सेंटेंस में, पैराग्राफ में आएगा, तो you need to remember that I is always capital. So we will arrange the words. Now students, one more thing to be remember, when you are arranging the words in proper order for sentence, you need to count the words. बेटा जितने वर्ड्स ऊपर हैं उतने ही वर्ड्स जब आप सेंटेंस करेक्ट ऑर्डर में फ्रेम करेंगे, दे शुड कम. एल्स इफ यू कैन नॉट ऐड समथिंग और यू कैन नॉट डिलीट समथिंग ऑन योर ओन. आप उसमें से कोई वर्ड अपने आप से बढ़ा नहीं सकते, कोई वर्ड कम नहीं कर सकते. सो कीप इन माइंड, जितने भी वर्ड्स हैं वी नीड टू काउंट. So let's count the words first. How many words are there in the first one? M 1, I 2, punctual 3. So there are 3 words, and when we arrange the words, we should remember, keep this in mind, that only 3 words should come while arranging a sentence. So we'll start with I. So I has come at the beginning of the sentence. I, then helping verb am and punctual. I am punctual, and at the end you need to put a full stop. If you are not putting a full stop, your sentence is not complete. So please remember that when you complete a sentence, if it's a statement, you need to close it with a full stop. I am punctual. I am punctual is your first sentence. Now let's look at the second one. Chess plays Sneha. Now there are 3 words in the order. So we need to, when we put the words in correct order, we need to remember that only 3 words should be there in the sentence. And we have to start with the word which is underlined. So in the second one, Sneha is underlined. So we'll start with Sneha. Now verb, after Sneha, verb will come. So Sneha plays chess. Sneha plays chess. As it is mentioned in the tip that the subject always comes in the beginning. So Sneha plays chess, and subject is followed by the verb, helping verb or verb. So Sneha plays chess. Sneha plays chess, and Sneha's S will be capital. It will be, you need to keep in mind that whenever we begin a sentence, we always begin with a capital letter and end with a full stop. So Sneha plays chess. Sneha's S will be capital and we'll be ending it with a full stop. Now the third one. Calculate can computers fast very. Now students, how many words are there? 5 words are there. So we need to keep in mind that when we'll be framing the sentence, we should have only 5 words in the sentence. And we need to start with the word which has been underlined. Computer. Computer is the subject over here. And computer, C will always be capital. As said that all the sentences, they begin with a capital letter. So computers can calculate very fast. Computer subject, can is the helping verb, then calculate verb, and very fast. So this will be the correct order, so that it conveys a sense to the person who's writing or reading. So computers can calculate very fast. We'll be starting with the word which has been underlined. And you always need to keep in mind that a sentence always begins with a capital letter and ends in a full stop. So computers can calculate very fast. And ensure that number of words should be same. The number of words given to arrange in the correct order, and when you arrange your sentence in the correct order, you should always count the words so that your sentence is correct. Sentence always begins with a capital letter and ends with a full stop if it's a statement, and if it's an interrogative sentence, you begin with a capital letter and end with a question mark. So we have started the sentence with capital letter and ended with a full stop. Now the fourth one. Dresses buying Mrs. Smith some words. Now how many words are there? There are total uh, 5 words. So we need to keep in mind that when we will be rearranging it in correct order, we should have only 5 words. Now we need to start with Mrs. Smith. So Mrs. Smith is the subject. We'll start the sentence with Mrs. Smith. Mrs. M would be capital and Smith's S would be capital. Now you need to keep in mind that all the names and surnames, they are always written in capital letter. Is that clear to you? As had explained earlier in proper nouns, that Mrs. Smith is a proper noun. So Mrs. M would be capital, M would be capital, and Smith's S would be capital. Students, we address a male with Mr. And if for a lady, for a married lady, woman, we use Mrs. And for a single lady, we use capital M and S, that is read as Miss. So you need to keep in mind. For a married lady, we use Mrs. And for a single lady, we use Miss. So Mrs. Smith now was helping verb, buying verb, some dresses. Mrs. Smith was buying dresses. At the end, we have put a full stop. If we don't put a full stop, our sentence will be incorrect. So, Mrs. Smith was buying some dresses. And count the words. The same number of words should be there when you arrange it in proper order. Now the fifth one. Faithful are animals, dogs. Now students, which word is underlined? Dogs. And how many words are there in this? 4. So we need to keep in mind that when we'll be arranging, we should have exactly 4 words in our sentence. So we'll be starting with dogs. D will always be capital because we need to keep in mind that we begin a sentence with a capital letter. So dogs are faithful animals. At the end, you need to put a full stop. Dogs are faithful animal. Just remember, always begin with a capital letter and end with a full stop. Dogs, D is capital and will be ending with a full stop. Dogs are faithful animals. Now the sixth one. Igloos live Eskimos in. How many words? 4. So we need to remember, then we'll be arranging the sentence in correct order. We need to have only 4 words. So we'll be starting with the word which has been underlined. Eskimos live in igloos. First the subject, then the verb, then rest of the sentence. Eskimos live in igloos. And keep in mind that when you arrange, you should arrange in proper order so that your sentence conveys complete sense. So where do Eskimos, and then when you frame a statement, try to frame a question, and then if you get the answer, you should think that your sentence is correct. It is conveying some meaning. And always remember that you begin a sentence with a capital letter and end in full stop. So Eskimos live in igloos. Now the seventh one. Birthday on 19 January, my false. How many words? 5 words. So we need to remember that when we arrange, we should have exactly the same number of words as given. So we need to start with the word my because it has been underlined. And students, remember, we always begin a sentence with a capital letter and end with a full stop. So my birthday falls on 19 January. After January, you need to put a full stop. My birthday falls on 19 January. My birthday falls on 19 January. My birthday falls on 19th January. Now students, the next one of Holi is the Gita, a book the Hindus. Students over here, let's count the words first. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. There are 7 set of words. So we need to ensure that when we frame, we should also have exactly the same words. We'll begin with the Gita because it's been underlined. So you need to keep in mind the word which has been underlined. We need to begin. So the Gita now is helping verb, a holy book of the Hindus. The Gita is the holy book of the Hindus, and at the end you need to put a full stop. The Gita is a holy book of the Hindus. The Gita is a holy book of the Hindus. The Gita is the holy book of Hindus. And please count the words. There should exactly be the same words which have been given in the question. So, of Holi is the Gita, a book the Hindus. Count the set of words, and when you frame, the words should be same. You cannot add anything on your own, or you cannot delete any word on your own. So, the Gita is a holy book of the Hindus. Now, students, the ninth one. Many has Himanshu won trophies. Now, how many words in this? 5 words. So we need to keep in mind that when we'll be arranging the words in correct order, we should have exactly 5 words. We need to start with Himanshu because it has been underlined. So Himanshu has won many trophies at the end, full stop. Himanshu has won many trophies. Himanshu has won many trophies. So this is the correct order. You begin a sentence with a capital letter and end in a full stop. Himanshu has won many trophies. Now students, the 10th one. Should elders respect we are? There are 5 words, so we need to ensure that when we frame the sentence in the correct order, we should also have 5 words. We'll be starting with we as it has been underlined. We should respect our elders. There is a spelling mistake over here, students. Why will not come? We should respect our elders. This is wrong. We should respect our elders. 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 Here it is R, so over here it will be R only. We should respect our elders. We'll begin with a capital letter and end with a full stop. Now let's move to the next page. That is page number 23. We ask questions by using question words. Now this is about interrogative sentences which ask questions. So we ask questions by using question words. And what are our question words? Have a look. Who, what, why, when, how, where. Students, these are all question words. And whenever these words are there in the sentence, you can understand that this is a question. These are all interrogative sentence are helping verbs. Certain many sentences they start with helping verbs also, and they also form questions. For example, is it your pen? You are asking a question, but then you are starting the question with the word is. So helping verbs, when they come at the beginning of the sentence and end with a question mark, they are also questions or interrogative sentence. Okay. Am I the monitor of the class? Yes, it's a question, but then beginning with M. So, are you sleeping? Question mark. This again a question. Was it raining yesterday? Again, you have asked a question with the helping verb was. Were, has, have. So students, they these helping verbs, they also, when they begin a sentence, when these words they appear at the beginning of the sentence and end with a question mark, that's also a question or interrogative sentence. And students, now let's look at the example carefully. Mona is reading a book. This is a simple sentence. Mona is reading a book. But now, if you are told to convert this statement into question, how will you convert it? You just need to identify the helping verb. आपको अगर सिंपल स्टेटमेंट दिया है एंड क्वेश्चन आता है कि आपको उसको क्वेश्चन में चेंज करना है, तो सबसे पहले आपको बेटा अगर उसमें हेल्पिंग वर्ब है तो आपको हेल्पिंग वर्ब को आइडेंटिफाई करना है. एंड दीज आर ऑल द हेल्पिंग वर्ब्स. सो मोना इज रीडिंग अ बुक. इन दिस सेंटेंस विच इज द हेल्पिंग वर्ब बेटा इज. सो जब भी आपको सिंपल स्टेटमेंट का क्वेश्चन बनाना है, सबसे पहले आपको आइडेंटिफाई क्या करना है बेटा? हेल्पिंग वर्ब. अब हम क्या करेंगे? व्हेन वी विल फ्रेम अ क्वेश्चन, हम सबसे पहले इस हेल्पिंग वर्ब से स्टार्ट करेंगे सेंटेंस इज. बट क्या चेंज होगा? अभी हमने इतनी देर में क्या सीखा कि जो भी सेंटेंस होता है, वेदर इट्स अ स्टेटमेंट एंड इंट्रोगेटिव सेंटेंस, वी ऑलवेज बिगिन विद अ कैपिटल लेटर. सो इज I would become capital. बाकी वर्ड सेम रहेंगे. इज, नमोना, आपका सब्जेक्ट जो है हेल्पिंग वर्ब के बाद आ जाएगा क्वेश्चन में. सो इज मोना रीडिंग अ बुक एंड एट द एंड क्या हो जाएगा? क्वेश्चन मार्क. बेटा कोई वर्ड्स में चेंज नहीं होगा, बस आप जो हेल्पिंग वर्ब है उससे स्टार्ट करेंगे, बाकी सीक्वेंस सेम रहेगा. सो इज मोना रीडिंग अ बुक, स्टेटमेंट में एंड में फुल स्टॉप लगता है. वेयर एज इंट्रोगेटिव के सेंटेंस के एंड में बेटा क्या लगता है? क्वेश्चन मार्क. सो इज मोना रीडिंग अ बुक. मोना इज रीडिंग अ बुक. दिस वाज अ सिंपल स्टेटमेंट, बट आपने इसको कैसे क्वेश्चन में चेंज किया? आपने हेल्पिंग वर्ब से सेंटेंस स्टार्ट करना है और एंड में क्वेश्चन मार्क लगाना है, तो आपका स्टेटमेंट बेटा किस में चेंज हो जाएगा? इंट्रोगेटिव सेंटेंस. नाउ लेट्स लुक एट द नेक्स्ट एग्जांपल. Now look at this. Who is Mona? This is a question. Who is Mona? We are simply asking. On this question, we are starting with the word who. Who is Mona? Who, how, when? These are all question words. So, who is Mona? At the end, you can see a question mark. So, this is a question. Now, next sentence is, what is Mona reading? Again, it's a question. We are starting with what? What is Mona reading? Again, this is a question ending with a question mark. So, what is Mona reading? This is a question. Now, let's look at the other examples. Now, Aditya was going to the airport. This is a simple statement. Now, if we need to change this into a question, what will we do? First, we will identify the helping verb. Then, वंस यू आइडेंटिफाई द हेल्पिंग वर्ब, आपको दिमाग में रखना है कि अगर कोई सिंपल सेंटेंस को हमको चेंज करना है बेटा क्वेश्चन में, तो हम हेल्पिंग वर्ब से स्टार्ट करेंगे और आपका जो वॉज है वो स्टार्टिंग में आ जाएगा. तो वॉज, बाकी सेंटेंस का पूरा सीक्वेंस सेम रहेगा और एट द एंड में क्या आ जाएगा? क्वेश्चन मार्क. बस वॉज पहले हो जाएगा. एंड यू नीड टू कीप इन माइंड दैट वी ऑलवेज बिगिन a question or a statement with a capital letter. A statement ends with a full stop, whereas a question ends with a question mark. So, was Aditya going to the airport? We have changed this into a question. Now, next, where was Aditya going? Now, if you want to know where he was going, so we'll ask the question using the word, question word where. Where was Aditya going? Now, and if you want to know the reason, first we have asked that where he was going. Then if you want to know the reason, then you can use the question word why. Why was Aditya going to the airport? Now you need to remember this, that the question always begins with a capital letter and ends with a question mark. Now students, next exercise is change the position of the helping verbs to make questions. Don't forget to start with a capital letter and end with a question mark. As said, students, please remember that all the questions, they begin with a capital letter and end with a question mark. Now, the first one is, Samrat was crying loudly. In this word, student, was is the helping verb. So you need to remember that when you have a helping verb in a statement and you need to change it into a question, so you need to start the question with the helping verb. So identify the helping verb was. So you need to remember that a question always begins with a capital letter and ends with a question mark, and rest the sequence will remain the same. So was Samrat crying loudly? बेटा सेंटेंस का सीक्वेंस सेम रहेगा, बस आपका हेल्पिंग वर्ब सबसे पहले आ जाएगा जब आप किसी स्टेटमेंट जिसमें हेल्पिंग वर्ब है उससे अगर आप उसको आप क्वेश्चन में चेंज कर रहे हैं तो वॉज सम्राट क्राइंग लाउडली. अब आपको ये ध्यान रखना है, सम्राट एक प्रॉपर नाउन है बेटा. सो प्रॉपर नाउन ऑलवेज बिगिंस विद कैपिटल लेटर. प्रॉपर नाउन अगर सेंटेंस के बीच में भी आएगा तो सम्राट का एस वुड रिमेन कैपिटल. सो वॉज सम्राट क्राइंग लाउडली. यहाँ पे सम्राट का एस कैपिटल होगा क्योंकि जितने भी प्रॉपर नाउन्स है वो सेंटेंस में किसी भी पोजीशन पे आए दे विल ऑलवेज रिमेन कैपिटल. सो वॉज सम्राट क्राइंग loudly. At the end, you need to remember to put a question mark, else your question will be incorrect. Now, the second one. Second sentence is it is raining heavily. So, now which is the helping verb is. तो आपको तुरंत इसको सबसे पहले आपको start करना है. तो इसका I will be capital because we begin a question. Any sentence we always begin with a capital letter. So, is it raining heavily? At the end, you need to put a question mark. Is it raining heavily? Is it raining heavily? At the end, question mark. Now the third one. He can play Casio. In this, students, helping verb is can. So you need to begin the question with can. Can. Now he, H will be small because it's a pronoun, not a proper noun. So can he play Casio? At the end, question mark. You need to remember, अगर प्रॉपर नाउन है तभी कैपिटल होगा. बाकी आपको ध्यान रखना है कि जो आपका फर्स्ट वर्ड जिससे सेंटेंस स्टार्ट हुआ अगर वो प्रॉपर नाउन नहीं है तो वो जब हेल्पिंग वर्ब के बाद आएगा तो वो स्मॉल लेटर से होगा. ये बेटा थोड़ा सा ध्यान रखिएगा. सो कैन ही प्ले कैसियो एंड एट द एंड क्वेश्चन मार्क. फोर्थ, they have cleaned the street. Now which is the helping verb? Have. So you need to start with a capital letter. So have's H will become capital. Now they, T will become small. So have they cleaned the streets? At the end, question mark. Have they cleaned the streets? बाकी सीक्वेंस एकदम सेम रहेगा, कोई भी चेंज नहीं. बस जो हेल्पिंग वर्ब है उससे आप सेंटेंस स्टार्ट करेंगे बेटा, वो आपका कैपिटल हो जाएगा. और अगर प्रोनाउन है सेंटेंस में तो वो स्मॉल हो जाएगा उसके बाद. लेकिन अगर बेटा प्रॉपर नाउन है तो वो हमेशा कैपिटल रहेगा. नाउ नेक्स्ट इज children were making posters. Now in this, students, were is the helping verb. So we'll begin the sentence with were. W will become capital. Were. Now children, it is not a proper noun. It is not a proper noun. It is common noun. तो ये इधर children का C क्या हो जाएगा बेटा? Small. Were children. बाकी sentence का order same रहेगा. Making posters and at the end question mark. तो बेटा जिन भी सेंटेंसेस में आपको आता है स्टेटमेंट को क्वेश्चन में कन्वर्ट करने के लिए आपको ये याद रखना है कि आपको हेल्पिंग वर्ब पहले आइडेंटिफाई करना है और उस हेल्पिंग वर्ब से हमको क्वेश्चन स्टार्ट करना होगा. और हमेशा जब हम हेल्पिंग वर्ब को शुरू में लाएंगे वी ऑलवेज बिगिन द क्वेश्चन और स्टेटमेंट विद अ कैपिटल लेटर. लेकिन डिफरेंस ये है कि स्टेटमेंट एंड्स विद अ फुल स्टॉप एंड क्वेश्चंस एंड इन एन क्वेश्चन mark. तो ये आपको दिमाग में रखना है. स्टेटमेंट ends with a full stop, questions end with a question mark. Statements they end with a full stop and questions, interrogative sentence, they end with a question mark. Now the sixth one, you should help others. Beta, in this, which is the helping verb? Should. Which is the helping verb? Should. So we'll begin our question with should. Should, S will become capital. Should you help others? At the end, question mark. Should you help others? At the end, question mark. Now next, dogs were barking at the stranger, which is the helping verb were. So you need to keep in mind that we'll be starting the question with helping verb words. W will become capital and then dogs D will become small. Were dogs barking at the stranger? At the end, you need to put a question mark. Were dogs barking at the stranger? You're asking a question, so you need to put a question mark at the end. Now, 8. Your school is very famous. Now, students, the helping verb over here is. So, we'll be beginning our question with is. So, is. Now, yours Y will become small. Is your school very famous? At the end, question mark. Is your school very famous? At the end, question mark. Now, students, the next exercise says rearrange the words to make questions. Start with the underlined word and end with a question mark. So, students, the same rule applies which we had done earlier, that whenever a group of words are there and we need to arrange them in correct order, we need to keep in mind that we always begin with a capital letter, end with a question mark, and we need to count the words. How many words are there? Exactly the same number of words will come in our sentence. Now, the first one is are doing what you. Now, which word is underlined? What. So, we'll begin our sentence with what. What are you doing? It cannot be what doing are you or what doing you are. No, you should arrange in such a order that it should convey sense. So, what are you doing? After what, the helping verb will come, then the subject, and then the action. So, these small things you need to know while arranging in order that your sentence, interrogative or statement, it should convey a complete sense. So, what are you doing? Ending with a question mark. Now, next one is you, where, live, do. Now, we need to begin with the question word where. So, where, then do you live? Then the helping verb, then the subject, and then the verb. So, where do you live? At the end, question mark. And keep in mind that we have to frame questions. So the question words will always come in the beginning of the sentence, and we'll be starting with the question with a capital letter and ending with a question mark. Now the third one, I in come may. Now we need to start with the word may. So may I come in. And as told you students, I alone, whenever you write in English language, you always write it in capital. So may I come in, and at the end question mark. You're asking a permission. May is used. It's a model and helping verb you use to ask permission. You ask the teacher, may I come in? May I drink water? So when you need permission, you use the word may. Now next is best who your friend? Now we need to start with the question word, students. So who is the question word? Who is your best friend? Now you need to arrange the order in such a way that it should convey a complete sense. So this will be who is your best friend? At the end, question mark. Next one, fifth one. Taken have my book you why. So now why is the question word? Why have you taken my book? Why have you taken my book? And when you arrange, you need to keep in mind that it should convey a complete sense. You begin with a capital letter and end with a question mark. So, why have you taken my book? Now, the sixth one. To you, when, go, do, sleep. So, begin with the question word when. W will be capital. When do you go to sleep? You're asking someone. When do you go to sleep? At the end, question mark. Remember, all the questions will have a question mark at the end. Next, seventh. Help, will, me, you. Now, we'll be starting with will. Will you help me? You're asking someone. Will you help me? At the end, question mark. 8. Swimming you do like. Now, question word is do. Do you like swimming? Need to remember same number of words which are there in the order. So, 4 words are there. You need to frame your sentence also with 4 words only. You'll begin with a capital letter and end with a question mark. So will you help me? Next one, swimming. Swimming, you do like. Do you like swimming? Again 4 words. So starting with the question word do, then the subject, then the verb. So do you like swimming? You're asking and then you're ending with a question mark. 9. Climb you a tree can. Can is the question word, then can, then subject, then verb, and then rest of the sentence. So can you climb a tree? At the end, question mark. Can you climb a tree? At the end, question mark. Last, your is where school. Now, where is the question word? We'll begin with a capital letter. Then the helping verb, where is your school? At the end, question mark. So, students, when arranging the order of sentences come, you need to remember some rules. You begin with a capital letter, you end with a question mark. When it's a question, if a statement, अगर कोई statement बेटा order में arrange करने का होता है तो statement के end में आपको full stop लगाना है. क्वेश्चन आता है तो एंड में आपको क्वेश्चन मार्क. बट आपको ये याद रखना है कि ऑलवेज बिगिन विद अ कैपिटल लेटर. एंड मोस्ट इंपॉर्टेंट थिंग टू रिमेंबर इज जितने आपको काउंट करने वर्ड्स, जितने वर्ड्स ऊपर दिए हैं आपके सेंटेंस में भी एग्जैक्टली उतने ही वर्ड्स हैं. यू कैन नॉट ऐड और डिलीट ऑन योर ओन. Now students, the last exercise, and that's a fun exercise. Okay, match the heads with tails to make sentences. Some snakes are given and we need to match. Now students, we need to match. Now the first one is snakes are reptiles. Please match, please match. Snakes are reptiles. Please match. हमको करेक्ट ऑर्डर बनाना है सो दैट इट कन्वेज मीनिंग. स्नेक को उसके टेल से वी नीड टू जॉइन. सो स्नेक्स आर reptiles. Next is an ostrich a largest bird? This is an interrogative sentence. First वाला आपका statement था snakes are reptiles, simple statement. Next is an ostrich the largest bird. Now the third one, Jaipur. Jaipur is the capital of Rajasthan. Again a statement, simple sentence. Jaipur का J capital होगा और राजस्थान के बाद full stop आएगा. But Rajasthan का R capital होगा because it is a proper noun. So Jaipur is the capital of Rajasthan. Now next word, does the peon. What does the peon do in the school? It rings the bell. So does the peon ring the bell? It's again ending with a question. So it is a question or an interrogative sentence. Questions are also known as interrogative sentence. Now the fifth one, may I go to washroom? You're seeking permission. May I go to washroom? So this is again a question. When you seek a permission, you wait for the answer. You wait for the teacher or someone else to answer you that are you permitted or you're not. So it's again a question. Last one, Sneha and Paras are playing Ludo. Sneha and Paras are playing Ludo. This is a simple statement. So students, in this unit, we had studied about sentence. What are sentences? Sentences are group of words arranged in a proper order which conveys some meaning. It should convey sense. कुछ भी हम आगे पीछे words को नहीं जोड़ सकते. Correct order में जोड़ना आता है. Remember, sentence always begins with a capital letter and ends in a full stop. और हमने क्या पढ़ा? Two types of sentences, statement and interrogative sentences. Statements, simple sentences, they begin with a capital letter and end with a full stop. What are questions? They are interrogative sentences. They begin with a capital letter and end with a question mark. So students, that's all for today.